when I see your face.
And we are back here with Sunday Fun. Nah, just kidding with you guys. So, welcome to another episode of the Iron Man Podcast, episode 556. So, initially, I'm being completely honest here. After the League of Legends podcast and the one we literally just did on M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap, I was contemplating grabbing my phone and going on porn websites to look at videos, actually. But
it's still not as bad as Mark Wahlberg getting chased by angry plants.
Never bring that up to me ever again. That breaks my soul. Actually, that was a movie.
What?
Wait, Tiny, you've never seen The Happening?
Ever seen The Happening?
I don't watch horror movies. I keep trying to tell you guys that.
It's not a horror movie. It's a psychological thriller. What?
It's not even that. It's a comedy. That's how bad it is.
Let me explain something real quick. If I don't have a really good reason to do something, anything that's going to create a larger dose of adrenaline, I don't do, because adrenaline causes pain.
Okay, I'm going to educate her real quick. So The Happening is a movie where basically there's this phenomenon that's causing all these people in this one part of America to basically off themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, nobody knows what it is. At first, everybody's kind of speculating on whether or not it's a chemical attack, a terrorist attack, so you're trying to think, and for the first part of the movie, you're thinking it's something man-made. No, the twist is it's the plants. The plants are releasing these gases that are just causing people to off themselves.
Wow. Okay.
And Mark Wahlberg is in it, and he has some of the worst dialogue
It's literally a movie. It's literally a movie where the main villains are plant and air. That's it.
That's not even as good as Little Shop of Horrors.
It's not. It might literally. It's in my top 10 worst movies ever made. That movie is an actual steaming pile of literal shit.
Mark
the fact that any studio greenlit that studio itself needs to be burned to the ground. Honestly,
I knew this movie was shit the moment. I knew that movie was shit the moment it was trying to basically tell me that Mark Wahlberg is totally a science teacher.
Oh.
Hey. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch was an important part of my childhood.
Oh my God. Once again, M. Night Shyamalan, man, he's the king of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And The Happening did not stick.
So,
did you know he made a movie? Wait, he made a movie, and his very first, one of his very first movies is called Praying with Anger. It's basically autobiographical, and no one can find it. He removed it. He bought every copy he could. He destroyed every piece of it he could. So if someone finds that for me, I would be extremely grateful.
So he pulled a George Lucas and just got rid of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it showed so much of his personal psychological issues in growing up the way he was that it got him into the film industry, and then he tried to destroy every copy possible because he does not like seeing that much of an investigation into his own psyche.
Wow. I mean, M. Night is pretty insane. Let's be honest here. What's up, Thomas Game?
Yeah, outside of the initial comedy that we're known for on this show that, is brought to you by most of these guys, we're going to be going over this thread about Gary, aka Nerdrotic, someone that I have met in my personal life. Like I mentioned before, it's on, I think, was it on this show or was it on my other one?
I mentioned to meet.
Before. Yeah, what?
I said I have yet to meet. Hopefully, I get a chance to meet him when, the Vegas meet comes, if I can make it to that.
Yes. So, as I mentioned before, based off hanging around certain people before, I did have a different, outlook on Gary before, but that definitely changed after, obviously, I don't know, coming out of whatever bullshit mindset I was in back then, and I met Gary actually twice at this point. Met him at Vegas, and I just recently saw him. I think it'll be last week. I saw him at the Gabe El Taib Big Man Comics thing in San Diego. San Diego had that. I'll be right now. That bar had one of the hottest women I ever seen in my life, and I had a chance to talk to her. Spit Riz, and she was single. I had a chance right then and there in that fucking moment, and I didn't do it. Why?
You didn't go in for the kill, big man. Shame on you.
Okay.
You should have got a restraining order, guy. What
I'm just saying, if she had wanted me to take her home, I couldn't do that. I'd go there. She'd take me home to her place. I would have done some real freaking.
Well, you would have taken her home. It just may not have been her will or choice.
Okay, that had a context. I'll be in prison. So just pointing it out, if she brought me back to her house, I'd have done some real freaky things to that bitch.
How would you have taken her home on your bike? Okay, babe, get in the basket.
Right. This is
have his
coming
bike
from the
in
guy.
Vegas, and then he would have.
I asked him if he had a car. He said he'd get a moped. Then I suggested a motorcycle. He's like, no, I'll get a moped so that chicks will ride around with me on the moped.
That's not as romantic as you think it is, buddy.
Fuck it. I'll try it. I tried
it
anything
only
once.
works in Europe and Greece. That's it.
Right.
It doesn't work anywhere else.
Well, I mean, you could start dirt biking it around the trailer parks. Get one of them trailer park dirt bike girlfriends.
It
could be cute in a ruggedly handsome sort of way.
It only works in movies like Euro Trip, okay, buddy? It's not gonna work.
I'm just pointing out if this scenario planned out in my head like I initially thought it was, and I went back to her house, my God, we would have had just so much sex.
On what bed?
Coming back. What bed is her going to her place? I hope she has a bed. She doesn't have a bed.
I thought you meant your place. I was like, if she's going back to your place, you definitely ain't getting laid because you ain't got no bed.
The man without a bed.
Did you hear what I just said? I was out in San Diego talking to a bartender who was single.
Actually, you said you talked to a random girl at a meetup. You didn't actually specify it was San Diego, and you
Yes,
didn't specify it was a bartender.
I said I went to San Diego last week. What? Okay, you guys are just trolling me at this point. Fuck off. Good
you
Lord.
Are coping.
Okay, one less white person here shouldn't be that bad, right? So, because, okay, she was getting impressed by this other white guy whom she looked at
James.
Into. No, that would have sucked.
James stole her away from in this game.
No, she was getting impressed by this other guy, but she couldn't really go with him because he was married, right? So he left her.
Yeah, that is a problem.
This dude left her $300 in tips. I shit you not. All $100 bills right there in tips. She's like, you didn't have to do that. And then when it was my turn to talk to her, she talked to me. She was like, what are you doing at the bar? I was like, just chilling. I was like, yeah. And I asked her, what do you like? And she's like, I like everything. And then the conversation ended. I was like, well, I failed. That was my only shot. Completely failed. Actually just failed.
That was you shooting a shot?
That was me shooting a shot. Completely
You know what your problem is? You started a conversation, but didn't continue the conversation.
You literally said like 2 words to her.
That's not shooting a shot. That's having a casual conversation with a stranger. That's not shooting a shot.
I said, what do you like? She's like, well, I like all of that stuff. I'm like, I never said anything. I was like, well, my brain didn't say anything. Well, I just completely failed with 3 words. How does that happen?
Dude, as much as we troll you,
nobody but MSK.
You need to understand something. That is not interacting for shooting a shot. Like, we need to educate you on how to interact with the opposite sex that you actually are interested in.
You know, I need to dig out my old copy of Hitch and see if there's a deleted scene where Will Smith is trying to educate Master Swag King on how to get women.
Dude, you are the irony that the shit that comes out of your mouth is insane, and yet you're still harder on yourself than anyone I could ever think of could be. Like, it's insane.
This is true. Yeah.
That was my one shot, and I was
not your one shot.
Hold
was not your one shot. Okay. As a woman who was a bartender for many years, that was not your one shot.
Okay.
You say, oh, cool. Okay. Even if you feel off, you walk away, go somewhere else, come back 10 minutes later, try again.
Lady, do you know what happened after that? She turned her back and she started doing some inventory stuff. You knew the interest wasn't there.
She still has to work, dumbass.
They had last call. Last call was in like 20 minutes. You think I can land a fucking one night thing in 20 minutes?
Dude,
MSK's lack of riz is completely making Selena like zone out.
And she had responded, and she had taken your ass home.
Tiny, why are you yelling at me?
It would have been a nice time.
It's actually going to prevent everyone from having sex in the now and near future.
I'm just pointing out that when I had a shot,
actually your own worst enemy.
Okay, so I'm just saying, I'm not gonna say it was a for sure thing, but when I had a shot at entertaining an idea of talking to her, I completely failed. Just saying.
No, you didn't even try.
Okay, I don't disagree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying.
Next time we're in that situation and you like a girl, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, his name's Emma." Or no. I'll know his name. I'll say your real name.
How do I impress her after the other guy just left? Dropped in 3 bills.
Because the guy's fucking married. Like, Like, there's nothing she can
He
do.
was impressed by his
He's
conversation.
guilty about hitting on a woman who's not his wife. You take her with it. She just got $300 in tips. That bitch is extremely happy tonight. She wants to celebrate. Trust me, I've been her.
So, could you be that woman, later tonight?
What?
I'm just kidding, obviously.
No, stop.
Just
Stop.
kidding.
What are you
BBC the
What are
better.
the topics?
Oh, topics, yeah.
We're supposed to be talking about the idiot who's trying to cancel Gary.
You are.
Hey,
what?
Darnell. Got him.
All right.
Ooh, I
Kaida,
have
what's up,
those.
man? How you doing, dude?
I have that exact.
What did you miss? Me missing a almost potential one night thing with a hot lady.
He didn't even try.
Never
He thinks
happened.
he tried. He didn't try. He has no idea how to hit on a woman. None.
It's a
She looks
falsehood.
old. She looked like she was about 35.
He's making that up.
Oh, I don't know her age realistically, but she looked like she was 35. I was like, damn. If she had brought me to her house, I would have been inside of her guts for probably about a good couple hours,
Okay, moving on.
Considering you have no idea how to actually talk to a woman, I'm not sure you actually know how to fuck one either.
Lady, I know how to thrust, and I know how to lick, and I know how to flick.
We went from talking about
you
Gary to
legitimately
talking
think
about
if somebody can't see, they're incapable of having sexual intercourse.
What's she trying to life and she can't see me because I'm black? She's just seeing like teeth.
No, you were talking about blind people and how you think they can't find their own dick.
Oh my god, that's Daredevil. That's not a real character. That's not even a real person. That doesn't
I mean,
count at all.
you said it before.
Or straight up bitch
Multiple
niggery.
times.
Multiple
I
times.
say, how could Daredevil
Over many
his dick
streams.
size- No,
Are we
first of
really
all,
going on to Daredevil
I-
again? What the
I-
fuck,
no,
dude?
no,
Let's-
I wish I didn't bring it up.
I'm
Why'd
just
you bring it
pointing
up?
out.
I'm regretting so many choices I've made in the last few minutes.
I'm just
We're going
pointing
back,
out
we're going
the
back to
distinction.
Nerdrotic. We're going back to
Okay.
Gary being attacked by idiots. We're done.
Okay. You
Right
guys
after
are
we're done
saying
attacking
you're
this idiot.
mentally deranged and Tiny. Yes, I know how to thrust into women. It's pretty easy. You just breathe.
Proof you don't know what
You
to do.
just breathe. What?
Are you not breathing? If you can't breathe during it, you're a god. You just,
There's a lot more that goes into
There's
it than
more
just
than breathing.
breathing.
obviously, I know that I'm not like an idiot.
Why is this secondhand embarrassing me?
Because you're very empathetic
Extremely
so bad
empathetic.
for you.
and you're connecting with MSK on that
I'm just saying.
Aw.
that
It's like
level.
I want to like hug you.
I'm just saying. Fucking women is easy, and I've potentially did it before in Minecraft. Allegedly said by a guy named MSK, who's rich and good looking on YouTube, who's successful and has easy on the eyes.
What are the fucking topics?
Why are you yelling at me? Why? God.
I didn't do anything.
The topics are making fun of MSK and talking about
I'm
Nerdrotic.
not
So you
yelling
need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be-
she kind of added that one, but the Nerdrotic one was definitely a topic. So we're just talking for a little bit. I'm gonna pull the little thread up right now because I have it because a lot of you guys liked it anyway, and we're gonna get into it. Okay. But-
But it was like I could have been in bed, but I came here to listen to MSK get roasted for 50 minutes before we talk about Nerdrotic.
This lady
It's
went
been
to
a
bed at
long
10
fucking
o'clock.
day.
You went to bed at 10? It's 10
Dude,
o'clock.
I've been going nonstop all day. Like, I mean, I'm really tired.
There's
How
nothing
dare
wrong with going to bed whenever you're tired,
no,
no matter
there's
what time
not.
it is.
That's actually true. I agree.
Like you ever just come home from work and crash? I've done that.
Yes,
plenty of
every
times.
day. Quite literally every day I've done that. Even though I tell myself I'm not, 'cause technically the reason why you're not supposed to do that is because it makes you stay up longer in the night when you're trying to go back to sleep. I try not to, but you just can't help it. Some days you're just tired, man. You just got to take a nap.
Polyphasic sleep says that as long as you get 8 to 10 hours in a 24-hour period, you're good. It doesn't matter if that's 4 2-hour naps or 1 8 to 10 hour actual sleep.
That
But
never happens for me.
Really?
Get plenty of sleep and eat plenty of Dots pretzels. This stream is totally not
Yes.
sponsored by
Oh.
Dots
Oh
pretzels.
my god, I love Dots pretzels. What flavor? What flavor?
These are Southwest seasoned. They taste like taco
Mm.
seasoning. It's good.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm
Son of a
just
bitch.
pointing
Have you
out.
tried the
Next
cinnamon ones?
time
I have.
know.
I've tried
Next
the
time-
honey mustard flavored ones. Oh my god, them bitches
Those
are
are
Ida,
bomb.
Next
MSK,
time,
stop interrupting. God, you're
I'm just pointing out. I'm talking to my chat. God damn it.
I said.
all right, we're
God.
15 minutes in. Let's actually
Hey,
get to
Hold
the
on.
Nerdrotic.
Who runs the show around here?
Me.
You do.
Ah, fucking hell.
I think I said something similar earlier when I was talking about Strahd. He was like, yeah, Nathan's show went on a little too long. I was like, hold on, who the fuck runs Curse of
It feels
Strahd? Me or
weird.
you?
It feels weird being in the center. I'm not running the
just
show
go back
properly.
where you were. That's weird. It's like unsettling. Stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, that's
doesn't
even
really-
weirder.
It's
That
super
looks so
weird.
weird.
Stop.
Who
I can't even look
hosts?
at the camera properly because the
who
camera
ho-
this way.
Who the hell hosts their own podcast and puts themselves at the bottom?
Dude, okay. I thought I failed, so I didn't repeat talk to her. I know I messed up. Tiny's just pushing a nail in my back.
We're still going on about this.
Fuck off. God damn. Next time I'll get whoever. I haven't did this in a while. I used to be a big massive player back in the day. I used to get girls. It used to be so easy. Like, getting women was so easy, but I'm kind of a recluse now. I only kind of stay in my house and talk to these cloud chasing fucks every day. So, by naturally after that, you lose your inherent ability to rizz up women,
Well, there you go. Kata said he would take you out and show you the ropes. So problem solved.
Kata is black, so that's probably going to be black on black crimes. We probably get shot.
Not if you commit crimes, you stupid head.
Being black is a crime. Whatever. Oh, shit.
You idiot. All right. What the hell is going on with Gary?
Can I bring up that tweet? I have it. Can I just
just do it.
Why are you yelling at me the whole night? God.
She and Selena are gonna hold you down, and me and Iron are just gonna beat the hell out of you.
Could you imagine the back shots that I gave that woman with pulling your hair? Oh my God.
Gary.
Yes.
You can worry about back shots later, buddy. It's okay. There's plenty of time in the world for you to recover.
All right.
So once again, my camera went out, which is bizarre. Like, it just wants to stop working. So
Actually,
that's why you're frozen there.
You're just frozen.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were just intensely staring at your phone because you were bored.
What that was really a thing. I feel so bad. I feel like shit. Actually, like, damn, I'm just bored. This poor lady.
I'm just waiting for this fucking loser to talk about Gary so I can go to bed.
No. We're gonna start right now. It's taking a little bit of a breather because I just got through doing a show, actually. All right, so we're gonna start talking about the whole Gary thing about 5 minutes. Got a nice long meaty video. Oh, it's gonna be juicy. Ooh, I love it. So Iron's gonna help out soon with the camera. And Tiny, well, you were a bartender?
Yes, for many years.
Huh.
Tiny strikes me as a she strikes me as a woman that was a lot of things in the past.
That's very true.
Positive things, nothing bad.
No, she's Jewish. Yeah, you're right. Probably the only positive things. Yeah, right.
You see, I tried to give you a bone, Tiny, and he completely ruined it.
It's just God, man. It's something that I don't. Oh my God, like talking to women that I know online is easy. It's just super. That's just whatever. But if it's women in real life I don't know, and it's like, nope, I am stiff and not saying jack shit. And if I do, well, that's what happens. Like, you finally build the confidence. You're like, I can do this. Yeah. No.
If there's one thing the movie Hitch gets right, it's the fact that within the first 10 to 15 seconds, you'll know if you have a connection with that person or not.
Actually, yeah, that's how, like, girls are really good at that. I shit on women constantly because, reasons. Women are very good at picking up on certain connections, like to vibe with them instantly, That's, God, man.
No, show me the magic. Show me the magic. What the hell was that? No.
It's easy. Dude, man.
He said you don't go to 100.
How many times have you seen Hitch, Nate?
How many times?
I've seen it too many times. It is fucking hilarious to me, dude. You see, that's what I need to be learning. He does this ridiculous dance number, and Will Smith is just like, "Don't ever do that again."
That needs to be clipped out and only used in shows because that is still. Yeah, oh my God, I remember when that movie was coming out as a kid. The trailers were and everything. Classic.
I'm not a big. Well, I take that back. I enjoy a romantic comedy every once in a while, but of the romantic comedies I have seen in my life, it's still in like the top 5. Like, I love it. It's a fun movie.
What was that movie he did? Him being a black anti-hero?
Hancock.
Anti-hero.
Hancock. Yeah. That movie's just.
I kind of enjoy Hancock. I don't love it, but I kind of enjoy it.
Will Smith don't mind being in some turds. I mean, we were talking about,
Hi, Tank.
we were talking about crap earlier, you know, an M. Night Shyamalan film.
Earlier,
Another M. Night,
like 30 minutes ago.
Another M. Night Shyamalan film he did was After Earth. Will Smith was in that.
Yeah, that's
it's definitely one of the movies of all time.
That's not just a movie. That's actors acted, black people did stuff, and that movie ended.
Jaden Smith was Jaden Smith.
Oh God.
God.
Whatever, if you haven't seen After Earth, Tiny, whatever you're picturing Jaden Smith acting, whatever you're picturing Jaden Smith's acting ability is,
it's worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, no, I refuse to watch After Earth after hearing like 2 reviews of it. I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Selena, can you move in real time?
She looks so annoyed right now. She's just like,
no, I'm not. I'm just really tired.
She got annoyed by my bar stories. I bored her, and then she. God.
Now she's getting annoyed.
I'm not annoyed. Like, you're annoying me now.
Oh my God! All right. Tiny runs the show. I'm done.
No, like I was interested in your bar story. I felt sympathy for you.
Why would you
wanted to give you a big hug? Because you're
did.
She sounds like a concerned mother right now. That's so darling.
I'm not a mother, but
I will say that there was the older lady who wanted BBC, but she just wasn't attractive enough. Honestly,
why does it always go back to BBC with you? Can't you just say I talked to this woman and she turned me down? Then I tried to go talk to this woman and it just didn't work out. It always comes back to BBC.
It's not that it's not that it was turned down. It's more like I didn't pursue. I said I'm gonna text you as the hot rich guy, and she's like, yeah, that's cool. I think you are. I'm like, well, thank you.
That's where you fucked up first. Yeah. I mean, it's a step above, hey baby, what it smell like? But not really.
Oh my God.
If you went to a woman and say that, you might.
If anybody ever said that to me, I would literally punch them in the face.
I'm gonna be like Jim Carrey's son from Liar Liar and be like, I wish for one whole day MSK couldn't tell a lie, and then just see what happens
again.
She's saying, wait, hold on. If I didn't know you and I went to be like, hey, yo, little Jewish mama, what it tastes like, would you beat me up?
MSK is going to be in his room going, the color of this dildo I hold in my hand is.
God, good Lord. Hey, Jewish people know how to make money. They would definitely know how to sell you a dildo. There's a rabbi that apparently sells sex toys.
The dildo's black. The dildo's black.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Green Rocks, we talked about it in Vegas. There's that random thing we talked about.
I missed that. Thank goodness.
The goddamn dildo is black, guys.
The dildos that my ex gave me were not black. They were burned.
The dildos my ex gave me, they're mine.
I honestly don't know what happened to them. I moved and I don't know. I think I threw them out.
I got these dildos.
I think Vagabond's either not going to show up or going to show up later. So we should just do this.
Yeah, I don't think he hasn't responded, so he's probably asleep.
Black people are not allowed on the show anyway. That's what I'm doing.
So get the hell out.
Oh, I'm a white guy. Fuck off. God damn, I don't claim them Vine swingers. Like, what the hell?
Gary.
Wait, is that
Let's
racist?
talk about Gary. Yes, that was very racist.
Since who?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Who are you? You guys the authority over what? The black people? You what is the systemically blackness going on?
We are the tikva on your shoulder, my friend. We are trying to give you wisdom.
They're like the tick on my ass that I can't get rid of. Oh my gosh. All right, so before we get to the video, I have the thread ready. To let people know, there was this long story short. Before we get to the video, like I just said right there, there was a thread of a crazy unhinged weirdo going after Mr. Gary. And this time around when I was at San Diego, let me preference that in the bar, I did manage to talk to Gary's wife. I didn't know that was his wife in Vegas. I thought that was just like his sister or some shit. She apparently met and befriended black women growing up. And I asked her, would you ever do a black person's hair like braiding? And she's like, yeah, I can do it. She's one of us now. There you go.
She's actually one of the. She is an amazing hairdresser. What she did for X-Ray Girl's hair for the Vegas meetup was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Could she make me look like a whole ass dime piece?
Possibly.
Well, we said she was good. We didn't say she could work mirrors.
Okay. Let it be this guy to do this to me. Why do people do that? Why do people do that? Holy shit, man!
She makes you look like Colin Kaepernick.
Oh God, Colin, that's not possible. And that's
he has hair like Terry Crews from Idiocracy.
Yes,
it's the slick back bob.
Oh man!
Oh my God! Oh no, MSK, that's your Halloween costume.
Okay. I think
no.
was,
Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man. There we go.
Toasty wanted to join. I sent her the link late. My bad. So Toasty, if you're watching this right now, make sure you join in about 5 minutes. We really do have to start. I'm already ready. So when
you
Toasty
see her
joins,
in the chat. She
go.
says she's sad.
Why is she sad? She's sad because I told her don't be sad. Think about me and think of me without clothes, and then you're happy. That's it.
That must be why she's sad.
I think my dick just shrank back inside me when you said that.
Now it's just us. Well, that would be hell.
This
Hey guys.
Nice new hair.
Thank you.
Look
it's like a wig.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yes, it is. And I have a little bow on top, but you can't see it.
Ooh.
And now we have, well, there's 3 guys here and 3 women. Okay. One one's married, so that one's off limits. And it's just the other MILFs.
Actually, there's 4 women here.
Let's go. Let's talk about Gary.
Yeah, I probably should. That is just an L. That is the biggest L line of dialogue I've ever seen in my life. Heard in my life. You can't see dialogue. Well, actually, you can't see dialogue. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Is your ADHD ass going to start or not?
Fuck off. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Hiya. I'm
ready to do the intro now.
This motherfucker said, I'm high, I'm high.
I'm Indian. I have to pray towards trees and think about spirits talking to me.
That's so fucking racist.
That was not right.
I saw Pocahontas. I know how Indian people are.
It's the most historically inaccurate Disney movie of all time.
That's who.
Seriously.
All he has to do is place his ear onto the ground and he could hear everything.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Hey everyone, we are gonna start butt fucking each other. God damn it. All right. that is just
you seriously have like mini Tourette's.
It's my fault. I gave him the beep.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, did you?
No, I didn't hear that. I wanted to read that into a joke of orgies, but that did not go. All right, are being serious now. I really am. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and comment down below. Also hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. So how would I exactly start this video? Because you read the title and you're probably thinking, damn, you guys are about to just lay into this guy. And yes, that is going to happen because I truly don't like people like this. But this is how life ended up happening in the situation, given Mr. Gary, aka Nerdrotic's situation has arisen. Basically, when you become someone, you become popular, people just hate you for your opinions. Doesn't matter what they really are. I would classify Gary as someone who is like Skip Bayless for like the NFL, where basically he has his own opinions, and then whatever he says, that becomes the topic of the conversation. That makes sense, right? Basically, his opinion means so much to people, even if you like or dislike him, that it just drives the conversation. That's how you know that your opinion means something, actually. But with that comes various forms of haters, you know? Now, I will admit this before. When I used to hang out with certain people, I had a different view of Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic, but then that quickly faded away when I really just one day I deeply thought, and I was like, wait a minute, we're talking about movies and television. We're not trying to find like the secret KKK or the secret racist out here. Like, that sounds stupid. And then when I really thought about it, I was like, I got a lot in common with these people. And I was like, I like these people. Cool. Started watching the channel, started subbing to them. I don't know who I subbed to first. I think it was Jeremy I subbed to first. I think it was Critical Drinker, then it was Ryan, and then Gary was like fourth or whatever. And then earlier this year, on my vacation, I've actually met Gary the first time I talked to him. I got a chance to ask him if he dated a black girl, and he did. Him and Ryan, Jeremy, I told you I was going to do it, and I did it, and Jeremy did get a black girl. I was like, congratulations.
I can confirm he asked everyone he came in contact that exact same question. Never got old or embarrassing.
Yeah.
Not once.
And Jeremy gave me a fist bump after it too. So
explain to me. Never mind.
He really is like a kid with Tourette's, ain't he?
So, after, watching Gary's content for a while, meeting him, I even met him literally at the time of recording this video. I met him last week at Gabe's San Diego Comic-Con thing. It was awesome talking to him again. Met his wife officially because I didn't know her the last time before. And it's just really weird when you see stuff like this. So basically, high and low, it doesn't really matter how you came into subscribing to Gary or whatever. Meeting him is awesome. Talking to him is awesome. Been a super nice guy to me. Mm-hmm. And then this tweet happened, and it's like, why do people do this to themselves? If you don't like somebody, you could just do what they say that you should do with movies and television. If you don't like it, don't watch. I love how that doesn't apply to people like this. Why can't you just do that with YouTube? Actually, it's even easier with YouTube because there's a button where you can just hit on YouTube called "Do Not Recommend Channel" to me. You literally can have it not recommend. It's even easier because for movies, you'd have to legitimately go out of your way to watch a movie. With YouTube, it's way easier. Honestly, there's the X on your browser. You just click that. So it starts from here. A person by the name of Grayson, Minute Nerd News. Now, pronouns in bio, current flag in bio, this trash right there, whatever that's supposed to mean. He put out Nerdrotic is a piece of shit that would have allowed to operate amongst
we have.
Oh, well, I was entertaining the audience. I'm kidding, obviously. Nerdrotic is a piece of shit that we've allowed to operate amongst us for far too long. A thread. Now, just off the bat right there, it's like, okay, hopefully this person's going to put out some long, informed, in-depth shit, right? Hopefully, right? I doubt not. Sorry, 1 second. We're not starting over. I'm not starting over. I just forgot to hit the audio button just in case there was clips. So another thing to point out for people is that when anyone does these threads, do people know how this works? Okay, so when someone puts out context like this person says he does, I want people to understand this is a 20-second clip out of shows that are 4 hours plus long, okay?
Yeah.
So if you do not know the beginning of it, then just clipping out the random middle is disingenuous. That is like ultimate peak disingenuousness.
Yep.
If you do not know where something started, pointing out where it happened in the middle is what people like him do, because then it points people into that direction, and then their minds never go away from that. When you show people certain things like this, their brains don't move from it. Hence, we know Anthony Fauci with the whole virus situation. People are so stupid. You could just tell them anything, and they'll just believe it. Right? That lady from that RNC Republican shit. Remember, she literally said on stage her dad told her to look into Trump, and then she found out what was wrong with their way of thinking. That's how average stupid people are. These guys in the panel, they don't call them stupid. I do. I'm mean, and I don't give a fuck. You people are stupid if you believe this. Just saying, you are. There's no ifs, ands, ors, or buts. Your mom should have swallowed you. All right, let's go over the first one.
Jeez.
Here's the first
one.
Very
passionate.
Oh, obviously, good looking, rich, hot, it's got perks, right? Before I focus my attention solely on this garbage, let us first focus our attention on the explanation of what it is he and his little grifter friends do, explained by one of them. Now, keep in mind,
real quick. I want to say, I think it's hilarious when people try to call them grifters as an insult. When Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Ryan from RK Outpost and Gary from Nerdrotic and everyone else, Epic Mike from Epic First, all of them say, we're grifting. We are making shit to bring you into to watch our shit so we make
our
money.
Channels.
We are grifters.
Build our
brands. They're not actually grifting. They're giving you a legitimate product, because a grifter would give you a shitty product.
Yeah.
That's right. Or at least false opinions based on the mainstream opinion or the approved narrative. They're going against that. Hence, not actually grifting, but using the word and leaning into it.
Yeah, and they call themselves that. So to use it as a serious insult is just stupid. Like,
also to further on her point, the reason why they're even calling themselves grifters now is because if they said they're not grifters, you wouldn't believe them anyway. So it's actually nonsensical to go back and forth on something like that anyway. You might as well just say what the person is, because you're not going to believe them anyway. So it's for people like this, if he calls them grifters and they say I'm not a grifter and I can prove it to you, he wouldn't believe them anyway. It's like this never-ending nonsense that goes on with people like this. They want you to defend yourself, but then not believe you when you even show them proof. So why are we even having a conversation, obviously? And then to point out what no one else pointed out in their videos, this guy's dyslexic. But then again, he can print out, he can read and write.
I don't
over here.
I think it's a worthwhile for us to talk about the idiocy of this and just deal with it in a short video that we're all going to do right now. But at the same time, this guy is doing this most likely because he's an actual grifter who just wants attention, and he picked one of the biggest fucking names he could think of to go after so that he could get attention. That is the definition of an actual grifter.
Well, I'm curious to see exactly what his point is, because he says attention on the explanation of what it is he and his little grifter friends do. Explanation. Sorry.
So
go ahead and play it.
Yeah, this was the episode they had Graham Nolan on where they had a little bit of an argument because Jeremy wanted them to cover One Piece, and their episode was kind of focused on covering, at that moment in time, Loki's second season dropped. Now, I don't really know what this is supposed to reveal. If anyone who watched this, he wasn't talking about it as of like with Ethan, that dumb fat fuck said, he gave the game away. No, Jeremy was just a little mad. They didn't talk about One Piece at that moment in time when all of them said they liked it. I agree with him. They should have talked about it.
Yep.
Gary said, I did a video on it. That's fine. His video is good on it. It's not bad. But like, I got where Jeremy was coming from. It made perfect sense, obviously. But Jeremy has to understand that's not what that audience is there for. They want to kind of see them there shitting on the most current thing that Marvel had put out. So it wasn't that anybody's really wrong. It's just more like, hey, they probably should have just planned for a segment talking about One Piece. That's it, honestly. This reveals nothing if you actually watch the entire thing in its entirety. I wonder what part he really clipped out. Let's see. Let's hear this.
Oh, and the pronouns right there.
We use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it. Don't act like that's not what we do.
I don't build a narrative. I
You're
give
an
my
absolute
opinion.
fucking.
You are hard.
Well, we do. You've made the same fucking video on the same topic at least 7 times a week, Ryan. And you're gonna act like we don't do that. I talk about I talk about this one fucking thing and we make a whole video out of it. That's what.
Also, to point on this clip, that's still not even what Jeremy says. That's not even grifting. People don't know how the media works. Every media person, I don't know why YouTubers just get this criticism. Even if YouTubers I don't like, when you're critiquing the most popular thing, you're just talking about the most in-trending thing. That's not grifting. That's actually just talking about what's trending. That's literally not grifting. Everyone does that.
Yeah.
So what is that?
I was just gonna say, there's literally a million other content creators doing the exact same thing, but whenever these guys do it, it's grifting for some reason.
Well, look at it before. Grifting would be either lying or giving you worthless information or worthless opinions that they don't actually believe or don't have a connection to.
I love this thumbnail so much.
Grifting is getting money from you for something that you don't actually want. They get money from people because people like what they're watching.
Why is Kevin Feige king?
And
This is funny.
And because this person threw out the word grifter, right? Let me just read the meaning real quick. A grifter might be a pickpocket, a crook, gambler, scammer, or a confidence man.
Mm-hmm.
He put his whole face over
Captain Marvel. Part that normally gets used is normally why the phrase is used for YouTube and that type of stuff.
Yeah, I hear it a lot on the internet. Like if someone's streaming and stuff, people would always call streamers grifters. And stuff
That's the thing. Grifter is just basically what they're saying for grifter. They literally mean cloud chaser. I don't know why people still say cloud chaser. It's literally what that would be, but they're saying grifter because that's just the new internet slang that people are using. If you really read the actual definition of it, it's not what YouTubers are. The only person I would even classify as a grifter in my mind recently is like Boogie with that cryptos. That's actually grifting.
Yeah, that was an actual fraudulent scam. That was actual grift.
His Logan Paul's crypto scam. That's an actual grift. Because people pay for something they didn't get. Grift isn't someone willingly going into their wallet and donating to Nerdrotic.
I got another one. Starting a comic book campaign and never fulfilling it.
EBS.
Starting a comic book campaign, taking people's money and never giving them a product.
And then starting another comic book campaign,
right?
Not finishing it, while you have another one that you never finished, all while collecting money for it. That sounds a little more grifty than
I'll do one better.
Repeating your opinion on the same subject as many times until that subject dries out.
Yeah,
and because it's funny and a lot of people share the same opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Not a
to tackle on to one of your people that grift with Indiegogo campaigns. In said Indiegogo campaign, said person campaign closed, funded, and is now trying to garner more money for a product that he already didn't fulfill on for toys.
Also,
for a scam.
Making toys based on a comic book that never came out. The people paid for, never got.
Yep.
Never
and
will
now
be
he's asking
completed.
for more money to complete toys. That's actual grifting because the people up front did not get the initial product they paid for.
Yep.
That's actually grifting.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
honestly, it's actually a complete and utter. If you look at it legally, if he just done the multiple campaigns, it would have been grifting. It would have been fucked up. What he's doing with the toys, since the Cyberpunk didn't come out, is actually fraud. And honestly, if someone wanted, they could sue the living out of him, and they'd probably win.
Yeah, I agree. Next part, which is that's right, folks. They sell you outrage and anger.
Name me one YouTuber who does not.
Remember, it's only exclusive to these guys. Remember.
Right. But the people selling outrage and anger toward these guys for selling the outrage and anger are not selling outrage and anger.
Yeah, exactly.
Because reasons.
Like even this makes no okay. They sell you outrage and anger, like we just said. Who doesn't? Does the Daily Wire not do this?
Also, an insignificant
Does
frustration.
CNN not do this?
CNN and MSNBC sell you fake anger and outrage. Their anger and outrage is at least legit.
And what about Destiny?
Oh God,
yeah.
Right.
That doesn't count.
Hassan Piker. Come on.
Hassan literally does that every day.
He doesn't sell outrage and anger anymore. He's just there eating his fucking cereal and not talking half the time. He's more of a drifter than anyone I've ever seen.
I want to
He's
point
gone
out
most of the time.
I want to point out the fact that these people that say they sell you outrage and anger, if you look at their YouTube channels, aren't successful. You know what? I'll actually never kind of down on someone if what they're doing is legitimately successful for their channel. Like, let's say hypothetically, let's say that is what they're doing. Hypothetically, just for conversational sake. If they're successful at it, that's all that really matters, though. Like, because you're not doing that, that would mean you're not successful at it. It's not about like what's the old saying? Don't hate the player, hate the game. If that's what gets people to click on videos and gets them to sub, I have no issue with that. YouTube is literally all about getting subs and more views. That's all that matters if we're being real honest with ourselves here.
Here, I just want to make a quick point. What I think he might be getting at, especially with showing the big compilation of thumbnails, obviously targeting the MCU, is that they're trying to paint a picture that he doesn't really care how bad the MCU has gotten. Well, one, if you've watched enough of his videos, you know that, and anybody from FNT, you know that's false. They actually loved the early stages of the MCU,
and they
then
loved the comics
evolving.
the rest of it's based on.
Exactly. That's the big one. They love the source material. They even liked the original incarnation of the MCU. They liked where it was going. They saw where it was going. Tried to sign off the, warning, don't go there. Direct course other way. Stop. Fans will reject. Thing happened. Fans reject. They made fun of. Most of this, it isn't even, it's outrage and anger. Most of it's just clowning and mockery. They're making fun of it.
Yeah.
Making fun of how pathetically bad it all is.
Now, get to current day. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out. Pretty much universally loved by everyone on FNT. They all enjoyed it. Right now, they're all doing nothing but singing praises of Deadpool and Wolverine. Gary's even gone back and admitted he was wrong about my favorite Deadpool movie, Deadpool 2. He said that's probably the best in the series. I was so happy to hear that because that's
everyone has wrong opinions at some point, Just
well, opinions are about as useful as an asshole right there.
Oh, God.
I actually saw the Deadpool movie today, the new one.
It's amazing.
What'd you think?
Right?
Did you like it?
It was good. I really liked all the different ones and how he traveled to like the different Earths and to all the different Wolverines. I really like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nate, do you want to say anything?
I was just gonna say, he's saying here they make mountains out of molehills to capitalize on insignificant frustration their target demographic might be feeling. No, it's not that it's not insignificant, and it's not the fact that they might be feeling. No, they are feeling it because the products in these movies have just gone downhill since fucking Endgame.
And the mainstream media makes a point of attacking anyone, the normal moviegoer and customer, for saying anything out of line against this. Well, you're an istophobe, this, that, or the other. Gary gives a voice to those people because now he has gotten to that point where they can't really say that about him. He's become pretty much on the same, he's in that playing field. And that's why this shit's happening. Tiny, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, not at all. Not at all. I was practically interrupting you, so no worries. But no, but as a woman, I can tell you, none of these female-led fucking things were any good. They were worthless pieces of shit. That's all.
I just want to point out here that when someone says,
we got to let Tiny cook some more.
No, I don't want to make that joke on YouTube.
It's not making one out of wheel. And actually, you know what? Actually, making crap movies with crap female actors who don't know what the fuck they're doing, don't know the lore, don't know anything, it makes women look bad. It doesn't help us. It doesn't make us look like we know what we're doing. It doesn't make us look like we're good actresses. It doesn't make us look like we can make a good sci-fi or comic book movie. And you know what? There are a lot of women out there that could make really damn good sci-fi and comic book movies, and everyone would like them pretty much, and it'd be fucking amazing, and they'd make a fortune. But no, they make shit. Absolute fucking shit. And it's not insignificant because it's insulting to every goddamn woman who ever liked a comic book.
Now I know why you're called Tiny but fierce.
Well, you see, you only think you like the comic books. You'd like it much more if we make it represent you more.
Oh God.
Right. If we make all of the women,
Are we forgetting? I had this. I was at Comic-Con last year in my fucking wheelchair, and they all came up to me to tell me, a bunch of them came up to me and kneeled down, so they were on my level. And they told me, don't worry. If you don't know, there's a comic for you now. You can read Sunfire or whatever that stupid spider fuck is called.
Spider-Woman on crutches.
Who is a trans moron.
So,
I could just see Tiny.
Goddamn wheelchair tied to her back is not for me.
I could just
Tiny.
Put Batgirl back in her goddamn chair and give me Oracle. She was
Oracle is great.
Respect.
I could just see Tiny at con losing her fucking mind, going, "Get the fuck away from me!"
I want to ask you. So which was
get arrested? I was very polite to them and told mom to roll me away as fast as possible.
which was more inviting or a more pleasant experience, being at that what you just described, or at the meetup when I heard people giving you shit left and right? I think at one point I heard somebody tell you, hey, you want to race me for it or something like that. When you're in your chair. Ryan Kennel kept saying, I saw you stand up, you faker.
And then she's like,
you were getting your balls busted just as bad as everyone else there, and we were all laughing.
Yeah. I don't know. And I was like, I tried to explain to people that I'm not fully ambulatory all the time. So I have the chair just in case, but I can technically walk and stand for short periods of time. And I needed to go to the bathroom. I wasn't going to wheel the chair into the bathroom.
Right, but you were among us vultures, and somebody was going to sweep in with that fucking gem. Like, gotcha. Going at you.
I walked to the bathroom, and Ryan goes, "Holy shit!" And then when I come back, he goes, "You're a liar. You're faking it."
I'm just pointing out, she got up and literally stood to walk to me. He's like, "Oh, okay." Just no words after that.
It's like everybody knows there's certain degrees of, not everybody's just completely Christopher Reeving it all the time.
People use
but it was an opportunity to give somebody some shit, and nobody's gonna let that. That's called, we're on equal playing field. We're having fun. Everybody just considers each other peers. Exactly.
Okay. Saying, I would have to make a wheelchair Tiny. Could you be my wife after that rant? Just kidding. That's how we make. See, we make jokes here like that. All the women here think about me except the married one. All right, so I want to just tackle this right here. First of all, this would imply that a lot of other people don't think the same. Because I just hate these posts like this. This one in particular is just really stupid. This would imply that he would say this and other people would just believe him because it's Gary. It's like, no. Other people believe this. This is what I used to explain on my really popular YouTube channel a lot of times. A lot of people do not have platforms like we do to just like freely speak about how we feel. So if one person does it and a lot of people agree with that, they might not even agree with Gary to a T, but they are under the same similar mindset. Remember, just because someone said something like this doesn't mean I agree with every notion that comes with their take, but I get where this person is coming from. So it's not insignificant. The MCU quite literally has put out, I don't know how many bad movies since, Far From Home in Phase 3. So after Phase 8, Far From Home is dog shit. Phase 4 and Phase 5 had pretty bad MCU movies. Outside of like 2 of them, for being completely honest with ourselves. No Way Home. I haven't seen Guardians 3, but people said they like it. And then Deadpool Wolverine is MCU movie. So yeah, 2 out of 10 doesn't count for anything, actually. Oh my God. Someone makes thumbnails. Oh God. It's how you can tell you're a fucking retard. It doesn't know how YouTube works. You make clickable thumbnails, people can click on them. The reason why anyone does YouTube is the reason why most people watch your videos is because you make a clickable thumbnail to watch. If you do not make good thumbnails, people do not watch. And then that's when you get failures like this going, why don't no one watch my videos? We'll make better thumbnails then. People will click on it. Idiot.
This is 99% of the reason nobody watches your videos because your thumbnails
obviously
suck.
Oh no, you made a flashy, funny thumbnail that mocks a bad product. The horror.
Also, if Gary was making mountains out of molehills and it only affected the 1 million people that subscribe to him, the movies wouldn't be such worthless pieces of shit that have done nothing but lose money. They don't lose $1 million. They lose $200 million, $500 million. None of this shit is small. And as much as I love Gary and he does have 1 million subscribers, he can't possibly be the cause of all of the people not watching this crap.
Yes.
Also, no, even when he talks about how he got into it, he was working at Tesla and he started listening to, I think, Jeremy. He's like, I hear this redneck hick saying the same things I'm thinking and thinking I was crazy at the time because he would try talking to people about it and no one like, oh no, you're whatever insert word being used to describe certain wrong thing.
Female Marvel.
And to also point out here, so where his person says it's insignificant frustration. No, I would challenge people. Open your brain past simple equations. Think like large scale. If this was really insignificant for the MCU, why did just in 2023 at the final month did the MCU have their lowest grossing movie of all time? Keep in mind, this movie got lower grossage than movies that came out in 2021, all 4 of those, and also lost to movies released in the first part of the MCU within the first 2 phases. That just happened last year in December. Also, the movies before that haven't made profit if you look at their budgets and marketing, and they've been sinking money into all these shows. So much money into the shows, they only want to put out 1 show a year now. So it's not insignificant. You're just an idiot who can't think past 1 + 1 = 2. Like, people literally think so small, and their brains can't possibly think, wait a minute, why are they cutting? We just did a video on the channel, remember, on the show? Okay, if it's insignificant, why is Marvel cutting back on content? They literally want to put out only 2 movies a year and a show. Gee, I wonder why. I could only wonder why.
Yeah, because movies like the Marvels are barely even breaking $200 million at the box office.
And they cost $350 million to make.
Yeah. So
that's when they start using false terms like, oh, it's superhero fatigue. It's this, it's that.
No, it's bad movie
Go
fatigue.
ahead.
It's bad lead fatigue. It's bad supporting character fatigue.
It's also
just not using your strongest characters. It's changing the characters you have to fit a narrative. A narrative that didn't exist in the source material.
Yep. And you know what? Maybe he cheated on his wife, and maybe he yells at his actresses, but bring back Joss fucking Whedon because he can actually make a movie with a female lead that's badass.
Hey, I like the Avengers. Just kidding. All right, so he says the next one. No, this won't be news to you. All right, I realize that. Cool. Nerdrotic has an obsession with the concept that anyone who isn't straight, white, or male. might make an appearance or, God forbid, lead a solo project.
I'm
Bullshit.
sorry. Real quick, 'cause I think we talked about this before we were live.
That's
but,
bullshit.
Iron, remind me again. Didn't he say that he thinks that an entirely female-led and female-only X-Men movie could do really well if they actually got the right actresses and a good director?
That's absolutely correct, Tiny. In fact, I'll elaborate. Part of what he said during his stream was that a female-led Avengers movie would not work because there aren't enough interesting and strong female Avenger characters. If they were to do that with something like the X-Men, which has a much stronger base of core female characters that are compelling and that people are actually interested in, that could work under the right direction.
And
that's roughly what he fucking said.
And to add on to your point, that right there is natural diversity amongst the X-Men cast. They literally have natural diversity. So right here,
and once again, real quick, Nate, since you're wearing the hat, who is one of Gary's favorite superheroes?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. There you go.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Black Panther.
Black Panther, and to bring it back to Black Panther, Gary, who is a huge Black Panther fan, did say that the best thing they could have done was recast T'Challa, because T'Challa, just like Steve Rogers, is that character. It's not a mantle. He is Black Panther. Steve Rogers is Captain America, and Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Okay, the Black Panther title is technically a mantle in that world and in that world. But for us, the fans, the only one we care about and the only one we want to see is T'Challa. I just want to
the only one we ever care to see is
assholes who nitpick.
Right.
I'm just pointing out that all of us said to recast him. All of us.
Yeah.
Anyone with half a
including Chadwick Boseman's family. In fact, they said that was one of the things he said was, please don't let them kill off my character with me. And that's exactly what Disney did, because it gave them exactly what they wanted, which was to shoehorn in a female Black Panther.
Oh, to point out right here, when someone says this, okay, so I want to try to remember, we looked a little bit deeper into things, like I always say. I like to always pick people's brains. Okay, so when he said something like a straight white male, the problem here is that,
look,
Lord, it's so easy to really just throw these people and destroy them. The companies that make the changes obsess with straight white males, given every single action they've did with movies, television, even if it's not superhero related, even in projects that aren't superhero related, they make it apparent. People that work for these businesses make it apparent they do not like that. No one, first of all, we ourselves do not obsess with that stuff. They do, because they're the ones who are changing it. Keep in mind, if they're not obsessing over it, cool. That's awesome. Don't change it then. That's great.
I just want to point out this. Click on the second picture he has posted next to his thing. God forbid a non-straight white male in a solo project. The shirt he's wearing is Rippaverse, which was started with a black male character by the name of Isom, who in his premiere book was primarily led by black supporting characters as well.
Yes,
right.
So if he has an obsession with straight, it's so crazy. And then in this post, this guy's like obsession with straight white men. Meanwhile, in this one clip he just posted, has Gary wearing a comic book company started by a black guy. But whatever. I digress.
And it has a black lead.
But of course, he has praise for the MCU. You know, people gave him shit for that. But if you look at all of their movies, after starting with Black Widow in Phase 4. They literally tried to replace every single one of them with female characters. So this is something people just made up. If you actually have eyes and they work and they process information, you can see what's going on in front of you. They try to do that. They literally did.
Kevin Feige even said in the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we want to have more than half of all of the heroes and villains represented by non-male characters.
But only when it involves movies where the main protagonist is white, male, and straight. No, anybody that read any source material would have a problem with that.
There's no argument to have. We've already gone over all of these other points. It's just a lie. It's not anything more than a lie. A full 100% falsehood. It is a lie. Let's go on to the next point, because I'm not going to go over the same lies over and over and over again with this idiot.
I love you. Oh, Marvel has only experienced one failure in its entire history as a lackluster.
That's a lie as well.
That's quite literally a lie. If you look up actual budget and marketing numbers for these movies.
Yep.
One, financial failure. Check this. Go look at the numbers that Eternal, Shang-Chi, and Black Widow made. Oh, didn't Scarlett Johansson try?
Suck shit, and they didn't fucking make any money.
Scarlett Johansson literally tried to sue Disney over screwing her over at a box office. That's not a lie.
Well, they don't consider the pre or just shortly post COVID movies a failure because they can lean on, oh, it was COVID. You know, I think they even tried doing that with Wakanda Forever, even though it didn't affect the box office, trying to say that it affected the production.
So it affected how much it cost to make it.
Right.
Not saying that, not having Black Panther in a Black Panther movie. And to go back to what you're saying, yeah, it is a mantle, but the only one we know or care about is T'Challa. He is Black Panther. That's it.
And destroying Namor. I'm sorry. Namor was considered a sex symbol in
Namor.
freaking Marvel comics for years. Namor is able to freaking rid Sue Storm away from fucking Reed Richards. The man is amazing. The man is a badass. And the man is basically a hero / anti-hero. He's not a pathetic, whiny little bitch.
But now he's Hispanic, so it's better.
I was gonna say,
Hispanic, whiny little bitch.
He wasn't a 5'2" Mexican.
No. I can make so many jokes there. That's just with
a severe case of dad bod, right?
All right.
I was about to say, like, okay, I'm not like a supermodel or anything, but I'm not the one, acting and stuff. He could have.
That's true.
I would think that he would have gotten more in shape for that. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like,
right. I don't want my superheroes looking like me.
Wait, you mean like Chris Hemsworth does? And Chris Evans does?
Yes, like he's not a bad looking guy. But he's not a bad looking guy. But
like, the only ones who have to actually look like their characters.
Right. I'm like, okay, is he like hitting up the gym? Like, he isn't a bad looking guy. He isn't, but it's just like he's not ripped like the other superheroes, right? So, and then and the whole thing you guys were talking about, Black Panther. I don't know why his sister. I know why his sister took over, but it's just so random, given that she's more of a tech genius more than a fighter. We've never really seen her fight. So it's kind of random, and I get it.
But like, support characters in the whole world. She's one of the top support characters in the entire Marvel universe. She is a genius, and she should be doing her genius shit and being that person. Not to mention, I'm sorry, you're telling me that she beat the white ape on the cliffs? No, that didn't happen, did it?
She's like 90 pounds too. Like, she's a very slim woman.
And again, and this is taking away from, I'm glad you brought that up, characters that are strong on their own as the characters they already are. Nobody did not like Falcon. Falcon is an amazing fucking character. Falcon and the actor that portrays him, Anthony Mackie, is one of my favorite actors, could easily carry a movie on their own. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. All they're going to do is sow division and everything else by saying, oh, well, now he's Captain America. Oh, and by the way, we're going to paint into the plot that if you don't like that he's Captain America, you're racist.
Also, no, Iron, you're missing something. I think Anthony Mackie is a very good actor. And I like his Falcon, okay. But I'm sorry, no. Falcon in the comics is a genius. Falcon in the comics built his own wings. Falcon in the comics he's supposed to be almost as smart as Tony Stark. He's Tony Stark's protege. He's younger.
I'm trying to hear where the argument is because I agree with everything you said.
But they didn't give that to him. The military. Oh,
in the movies. Wing. Okay, no, you're right. You're right. They simplified him into a soldier role.
He's not a genius. He's not someone who can sit down and go, wait a minute, and think it all through and figure it out the ways Tony could do it to some degree. He's supposed to be Tony's protege, not Spider-Man.
Next tweet, he said he's just generally a racist. Okay, sure, glad.
Just generally.
So much so that at this point,
isn't that picture of Vagabond in him?
He said so much so that at this point he should honestly just come out and admit that he's a white supremacist. Well, Lord, never mind.
I don't believe any of this is true about any of them. But out of everyone on FNT to be going after with this, it's not Gary. My God.
Sorry, I was in the live chat, not in this video. Where I was playing someone in the comments. Good Lord, never mind. He's racially charged comments about Echo. Yeah, great show. No one watched. Check this comment. That he makes jokes won't make it in. Oh my goodness.
John says I'm remembering wrong and that Black Panther actually made Falcon's wings. I thought Falcon made the wings himself, but I would check John to be right and me to not necessarily.
If John says it, it's 100% true. Yeah, I didn't remember that either.
I'm just pointing out.
But I do know he is supposed to be a genius level intellect.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out when someone says
he actually has a pet falcon in the comics, which is better.
Yep. That he
So
can talk to.
when someone points out these kind of things, these are just stupid things. Just pointing out. I don't even know how to respond to those things. It's like, all right. Next one. Oh, sorry, my bad. Went to that. You're just a little boy with a camera and a microphone. Oh my God. That's like every YouTuber on this planet. Gee, we wouldn't have YouTube by that logic then. Take that away and what are you? Oh, he's doing the whole Avengers thing.
I don't think
racist, homophobic, transphobic. Okay.
Great.
No, take it away. What is he? What is he? Someone who has worked at Tesla, someone who can work on multiple different types of machinery and mechanics, someone who's had a job, someone who's overcome hardship, someone who's fucked up his life and got it back on track, and someone who's a good father and a good husband. Anything else?
Great, man. You're funny. You made a 22 Avengers reference. Awesome. Good for you. You won the internet. No, you didn't. All right. He's such a problematic person that his whereabouts on January 6th could be brought into question.
What? Now, hold on. Now he's trying to stick him in places that he was never at.
I'm just gonna not read this for YouTube purposes because I know how they feel about this topic.
Are you sure? I think this guy doesn't actually know who Gary is. He thinks that Gary is Jeremy and Ryan put together.
Well, and he thinks that they're all three the same thing that none of them actually are.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Gary doesn't talk about politics the way Jeremy does. Jeremy wishes he was there.
Ryan doesn't really talk about politics like that either. Yeah. Jeremy does it.
Any sliver of credibility this guy might have had just vanished with that one fucking tweet.
Okay, so
you obviously have no idea who you're talking about. You're just
I just want to point this out for the video. I'm not covering this because YouTube has very serious opinions on this, and I'm not covering that at all. Just point it out. All right.
I think this is Destiny's second account because this person used to be obsessed with January 6th.
I don't care who the hell he is. Like this jackass.
Well, that's the thing. Most of these people are sock puppets, especially the people replying to anybody questioning this whole Threads narrative in any way.
I mean, it doesn't matter who this guy is. He's clearly shown he doesn't know a damn thing about Gary or the entire thing that he's claiming to know about. Like this rant is this claim.
Nerd News is a minute man who can't last because he obviously doesn't know what he's doing in anything.
This entire rant of his is just a coherent, nonsensical mess of rampant ramblings that just he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He truly don't.
I mean, the level of stupid, the level of inaccuracy and just stupid is mind-boggling.
Oh wait, there's more. This guy is stuck in a never-ending circle jerk, literally built on the back of shitting on suppressed voices and oppressed minorities.
Oh my god!
Oh,
here we go.
Here we go. Oh, the blah 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 gay people. Shut up.
It definitely has nothing to do with the fact that the stories and products that Marvel have been putting out recently are just fucking garbage.
I just want to point out the fact that this discussion is even happening, not all us talking, but just this. The companies do that themselves. No one would talk about race swaps or gender swaps or any of this if they didn't make it apparent themselves. They're the ones making the products. They're the ones making it apparent themselves. I really don't know how no one in that camp blames the companies for doing this. What if they just, I don't know, not focus on any of that and just
I also want you to remember, Gary said he liked Black Panther. Black Panther made $1 billion. Don't ever fucking come at me or anybody talking about, he's just shitting on suppressed voices. No, the fuck he ain't.
If it's not a straight white man, he don't want it. Actually, not a lot of people are going to want that. I'm sorry.
Real quick. If they had gotten a Native American actor or actress who actually knew how to act. And we had real fight scenes with actual fight choreography for Echo. Would we be shitting on it? No, we'd be watching it. Instead, we got an actress who happens to have one leg, and therefore she got a role that she's never acted in her life. She didn't say she was an actress. She showed up to talk to someone about being like connected to the movie, and they went, "Oh, well, you're Native American. You've one leg. Obviously, you got to be our star."
I gotta argue with you there, Tiny. 100%. Nobody would give a shit, even if they had the best casting and direction for this show in the world, and it actually even turned out to be good. It would still not, at least on first viewership, not be well received because nobody gives a shit about Echo when they have characters that are not being utilized that are more popular.
I'd agree with that to some degree. I'll agree with that to some degree, but I would have watched it. But I
right, and it may catch on in word of mouth.
Choreographer, you have people. Oh my god, the fights are so bad.
No, they're awful because they don't care. It's just the whole purpose of the show is just to shoebox in the whole Native American deaf, like we're hitting all the check boxes character, instead of slowly introducing the character through two other shows that could have been popular, like Daredevil and everything else, and then branching it off into a spinoff after building up popularity for an under-deserving character. Something not just Marvel needs to do, but all of them. Why hasn't DC and Warner Brothers utilized the fucking Milestone universe with characters like Icon and the Rocket?
Yes.
Why? Denzel Washington's right there, and he's not getting fucking younger. We only got a short window of time to make a good Icon movie.
Oh yes,
Icon is my favorite black male DC character next to Jon Stewart's Iron Man.
Why don't we have North Star?
Green Lantern.
North Star was one of the first gay characters that ever existed.
Yeah, and back when it didn't matter, nobody cared. North Star's gay. Trippy.
So can I just say? Sorry. I was just going to say real quick. So I'm a person that personally, I love when they cast someone that actually looks like the character. Very rarely I'll let that go if their acting is really good. But most of the time I like to feel like they just came out of the comic book. Like they just look like the character. And so I would be equally as angry as, let's say, if they casted, I don't know, they switched up Storm's race. I like Storm the way she is. So every time someone throws out, "Oh, you must be a reason," no, because I would be equally just as angry if they fucked up Storm.
I was upset that they cast Halle Berry as Storm in 2000 because she was too light skinned.
Storm took over as Black Panther. There was a very short run where Storm took over Black Panther. I know because I owned it. So
that's what she was.
Why did they do that? You really want a female Black Panther? Okay, bring in the X-Men and give us Storm.
Storm should just be Storm. She doesn't need to be Black Panther.
I just want to. I just wanted to point out the fact that
for a very short period of time for a reason. But my point is, you have the history. You have who could There's are ways to do this without screwing it all up.
I just want to point out the fact that
easiest way is just recast T'Challa.
Anyone who is a fan of this work would complain about the same things. The people like this guy. It's like that. It's organized chaos given away when it's debating Eric. These people are casuals. They don't care what happens in the material because they have no actual skin in the game. They don't care if you race swap because they don't actually care on that level. But I'll challenge you and say this: have someone do that to something that you love and see if you keep that exact same energy.
Yeah.
If the other people are casuals with that, I really don't know why this is only just subject to like Gary or even any of his friends he has. Most people would think this. If you made a movie and Batman was black, hold on. I have an example. Remember that Superman movie with J.J. Abrams? So we're gonna make black Clark Kent. Yeah, you know what's not coming out, even though that got announced. Yeah, it's not coming out. Gee, I actually wonder why. The backlash was so bad they literally didn't even bother making the movie at all. It was that bad.
Well, I wonder why. Black version of Superman, but he's not Kal-El.
It's true. But they didn't say that. They actually wanted to do it for Clark Kent. He was going to be a black kid growing up in Compton by two black parents. That's what their idea was. That was obviously not going to work out. Next one.
Right, because nobody would see a fucking spaceship landing in the middle of Compton, Los Angeles, as opposed to a fucking next to nothing cornfield in Kansas. They did that for a fucking reason.
Also, because they wanted to give him good, homegrown, traditional American values, which you still find sometimes in the middle of the country.
You don't find
that was part of Clark's human conflict. Was he was that small town kid who was raised in Kansas, trying to make it in Metropolis and getting constantly shit on by Lois and Jimmy Olsen.
I'm just pointing out you can't find good values with black people. Just doesn't happen. All right, moving on.
That's not true.
He don't want it.
Hey, John Henry Steele, don't you fuck on my John Henry.
He'll dedicate his time. He'll dedicate his time to shitting on it for 2 weeks. I'll leave this thread off with this, and it's directly at you, Nerdrotics. All right, great. Joking about or attempting to further suppress an already suppressed voice is a effing disgusting way to spend your free time. You're
so suppressed. You're so suppressed, parroting the mainstream narrative. Oh my God.
It's all you ever will be.
What voices are actually being suppressed?
The ones inside this man's head. They're not being suppressed enough.
Or the suppressed voice in the room with you.
Dude, you really need therapy and probably medication. I think this country's way too over-medicated, but you need it.
You may have sobered up, and I've seen firsthand how difficult this is and must have been to you. But you've relapsed in addiction. You're addicted to hatred and negativity. You're addicted
my God.
to the engagement it brings that furthers your hatred and negativity. What am I reading? This is like some CNN bullshit. What am I reading?
Nearly everyone on this panel has met Gary and his wife in person. Is there anything about meeting those two people that breathes any sort of hatred or negativity from them personally or from the crowds that generate around them? I'm sorry, if you're going to compare a FNT meetup to a Klan rally, that is the most diverse fucking Klan rally I've ever been to in my life. I went there with a black kid. I saw black, Hispanic, Asian, gay, lesbian, disabled, abled, everything you could imagine there.
In the Klan meeting.
I'm just saying, the Klan doesn't sit around and go, how do we infiltrate society again? Yeah, let's just go to like comic book stores and just start buying Black Panther omnibuses. And that way we'll show the nerds how racist we are.
I love the next part in this thread where he starts talking about his safe space being fucked up.
All right, so it's this one, right? And what's worse, you know what you're doing, which means you know the harm it causes, not just on the people you're shitting on. Oh, I'm sorry, people that make products get shit on. Oh, boo-hoo, shut the fuck up. Oh my God, I hate people like that. You shitted on the company who gave you a product. Am I not supposed to? Am I like, what? What the? All right, whatever. I'll go on a tangent for life. But the fandom as a whole, that is so gay. That is so fucking gay. When people say stuff like that, we're the ones that have to deal with your dumbass fans fucking up our vibe.
My safe space. You're fucking up my safe space.
He says, you are filth. If I saw you in real life, I'd spit at your feet. You people wouldn't do shit. You wouldn't do a goddamn thing. I promise you wouldn't. I also want to bet you wouldn't do shit in real life. I can almost promise.
I swear to God, I hope Nerdrotic makes a video to just a fucking grift on the whole Eric July roll up thing. It says, "Hey Grayson, roll up to the next meetup."
I'm just pointing out these are the same people that would go in the supermarket. You know you don't like that person, and they look at you cockeyed, and they won't do shit, and they'll just look down at the floor. They don't do anything.
This dumbass is about as threatening as Riley when he showed up in fucking Dallas.
I genuinely hope you educate yourself. That's so ironic.
I hate when they say that shit.
You know, the irony of that statement. Maybe if you did a little more research on Gary and actually looked through his profile and his pictures and shit, you would find he's probably not as racist as you think he is, buddy.
Because
I find really fun. Oh, go ahead.
Because the way I see it currently. Oh, I don't want to see anything the way you see it currently. You aren't worth the cloud space.
Says the guy that just wrote a 3-paragraph thread.
3 paragraphs? Brother, this is 8. This is an actual layer of essay here.
None of it's an original thought, too. It's all shit that's been said for years. It doesn't matter. It's mattering less and less the more normies fucking wake up and realize, wait a minute,
and you know
things aren't really good anymore. It's not as much fun as it used to be.
I'm not stretching, and for the video portion, I'm not stretching this out. This guy's comments keep going. He says, you aren't worth the cloud space they use to keep your videos up. This comment alone encapsulates how garbage you are. F you. This is where Nerdrotic said, after having reservations about Echo, Disney Marvel is moving forward with their big...
And it was a gamble, and it lost huge amounts of money.
Lost badly.
The joke...
I'm sorry. Does anybody else remember there was Native Americans who were boycotting it because they didn't like the way that they were fucking with the Native American history? And different mythologies? Because also, I'm sorry, we say Native American like it's a united group. It's not. Multiple different tribes who have different beliefs. Yeah, they're the nations. Multiple nations. They're the nests.
How are we not? Can we find out whether or not this guy was dropped on his head as a baby? Like,
real quick,
he might have brain damage.
So, it was during the thread where it said, educate yourself. Toasty wanted to make a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's okay. I just wanted to say these people love to throw that around all the fucking time. But what's really funny is, so I have alopecia and I have hair loss. When I tell them my opinion, they don't like it. Every single one of them would assume I have cancer. That's the first thing they'll think about.
Holy
so
shit.
It's funny how they love to throw out the educate yourself. They're never educating themselves. They like to assume things all the fucking time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, last two. I can't believe we actually read all this. I might actually have Magic Johnson level of AIDS reading this. P.S. There's more? There's more?
You mean you don't have AIDS?
Did you say I'll finish 3 fucking posts ago?
This isn't even the worst of it. Oh, he's gonna make more. Oh my! If you, I'll do this right now. If you make more posts, I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna monetize them and I'm gonna get a whole ton of subs of them. Keep making more posts. I love it. Keep doing it. It's gold. I just shared what's
you
actually.
Can make money off him. I can't handle the stupid anymore. It's literally starting to trigger my pain.
He privated it, so no one's gonna see anymore.
Tiny, I can buy you a house and a car and give you love. That'll make up for it, right?
Of course he privated it because he's too much of a pussy to actually take the backlash that he's getting. Because somewhere in that itty tiny little fucking brain of his, he has to know that every single thing he just spouted in this thread is complete bullshit.
I just shared what's actually fucking digestible. No, you didn't. This is just trash. None of this proves anything.
I'm sorry.
TPS.
Most of it's just lies. It isn't. I mean, there are people who are stupid and there are people who are woke who could go after Gary and the FNT guys for a couple things here and a couple things there, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
But not any of the shit that he brought up. He literally just lied. Just nonstop lying. Here's the
gigabanger.
That's what they do.
Yep.
Had to hide much of checkmark replies because they were stacking on top of the thread itself. Yeah, people were calling you out on your bullshit. I love when people do that. You just start saying stuff and you're hoping that a bunch of people just believe you, which they did. It's why you had to stop that. And then this happened. So no, they haven't been hidden to not be seen. Oh, shut up. They've
Liar.
been hidden so that the thread can be seen. This is just lies. This is just didn't happen. This didn't happen in real time at all.
You are a sad, strange little man. You have my pity.
And every time they open their mouth
for this fuck.
And every time they open their mouths, you can smell the fucking shitty fucking breath, because that's all they spew is shit, fucking lies. It's fucking hot dog shit in a summer's day.
This part right here is probably the most egregious one. This statement right here. He's just generally a racist. Yeah, just casually just start throwing that around to people, just calling them. This is literally the dumbest thing people could say, because that's how dumb movie criticism has gotten for these people, to the point where if not just Gary, whoever, any of us, let's just say hypothetically you don't like the black actress that was in The Acolyte. Just saying you just don't like her, not because of her race. You don't like her because of her acting or whatever. That does not mean you're a racist.
She couldn't act.
That's the thing. That does not make someone a racist. The fact that they didn't like a black female actress. Where did this come from? Where if you criticize a black person or a Mexican person, that makes you a racist. Like, is that what people are doing now for movie criticism? They're just trying to find the magical races in their movie criticism community?
Look, I'm sorry. The ridiculous, sexy music video she did had more emotion than a single episode of The Acolyte.
Sexy is a stretch.
I can't believe she actually used to play Rue in the Hunger Games. I actually feel
That was
violated
Rue?
halfway. That's her.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's her.
who? Wait, I didn't see her face.
It's the
Wait,
little black girl
What
that
the
died
fuck
was-
happened to her through puberty? She just lost the ability to act when she gained boobs?
Okay.
Yeah, that's her. It's the same girl. Believe me, I had the exact same reaction when I found out.
I
I
love
was like,
Rue. She's a good actress. What happened to this woman?
Rue? Who's Rue?
All right,
Rue,
so
the black girl in the first Hunger Games, the one who dies.
Never seen it.
Oh, okay.
okay,
never
so
mind then.
I want to, I'll cap this off with everyone's closing thoughts. We'll start with the ladies at the bottom. Obviously, we'll start with Selena. She hadn't said much in this show. She was out taking care of Thor.
She's tired of listening to you.
He was being a little baby.
I can't really say much because he's sleeping and he snores a lot. But
no,
I just want to say Gary is a great person. That guy is an asshole. They just spread lies because they're jealous. That's all I have to say.
Oh, I heard him snoring there. That was adorable.
She always says he'll take care of himself.
I couldn't figure out where the sound was coming from. I thought maybe my cat.
I heard him too. That was a ghost. That was a big one. Like I saw his chest expand, and all I heard was.
Oh, you guys, he's a baby.
I know.
No, and she's like, he can take care of himself. No, he can't. He always needs to be around you. Fucking dog.
He's a spoiled baby, and that's okay.
That's okay. I love him too. Toasty, what did you want to say for your closing thoughts in the video off?
This world is gay.
That's the best comment of the night.
You're gay.
You win
You're
the stream.
gay. Everybody's gay.
Only on Tuesday.
Why are you gay?
Why
Why-
are you gay?
Why are you?
Oh, wait a minute. Did you hear
Almost.
that?
No.
I heard it.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
I did. Yeah. All right, Miss Tiny, who I may or may not marry eventually for her Jewish inheritance.
What
from
the
Vince Shapiro.
fuck?
All right,
Dude, I have no Jewish inheritance.
Look at your chat. What's
it's fine. We'll forget it later. Tiny, what did you want to say to close out your
This
thoughts?
dude, he's not just stupid, he's actually a straight up liar. And I don't think that we should have not had this video, but after this video, I think everyone in the world should just forget that this person exists completely and ignore them and let them just disappear as they deserve.
It's true. Nate, what about you?
This man is clearly as clumsy as he is stupid. I don't know if his mom actually dropped him on his head when he was a baby. I wouldn't be surprised. Every single thing in that thread was just bullshit. Oh, he's racist. Yeah, the guy who's clearly wearing a Rippaverse t-shirt. He's got photos. Well, Vagabond's clearly taking photos of himself with Gary. Oh, but Gary's
multiple times.
Gary's this horrible racist grifter. No, this fucking jackass he's got no idea what he's talking about. You know, if he actually sat down and took 5 minutes and did some real research like he claimed he did, he would figure out that, yeah, every single thing he just said is completely invalid. Yeah, just fuck that guy. Like Tiny said, after this video, nobody needs to talk about this dumbass ever again. Like, we do not need to give him any more attention than what he's already got.
Yes, sir. Iron, what do you want to
say? Basically, man, I mean, it kind of makes me sad that these guys actually... If this is an actual just a grift, he's just trying to platform his own channel and profile out to the mass audience that agrees with that narrative, then that is a grift. But otherwise, it's just complete ignorance. If he is definitely just sucked into that one mindset that everything this side thinks is wrong and everything I'm being told to think is right, then that's a pretty pathetic existence. I mean, I'll leave it at that. I don't got nothing.
Yeah, and before I do my part, I just want to show off what you guys wanted me to show up with Vagabond. Do it really quickly. Vagabond said, "Oh my God, Nerdrotic is so racist that he hangs out with the obvious Klansmen." And then Gary just retweeted. Gary just replied, "That darn white supremacy." I just want to point out one thing really quickly. If someone says someone's a white supremacist or a racist, actually think in your mind, would a real racist or a white supremacist hang out with a black person or any race they wouldn't like for that matter? It's not just black people, any race. You actually legitimately hate them for the color of their skin would that person be hanging out with that person?
Dude, yeah, that never made any sense to me. And even
it never does.
And honestly, I don't agree with their ideology, but I saw a documentary about like people that attend like clan meetings, and usually they'll live by themselves. Like they'll have a community and they live far away. Yeah. So it's just like that doesn't make any sense. If I truly hate someone, I'm not gonna be around them, you fucking idiot.
That's just an inherent thing. These people will never understand that. Why would an actual person doing like black people take pictures with them?
Right. And honestly, a lot of people wouldn't tell, but I had a black mother and she passed away, but I had she was as dark as you, Master.
Yeah,
Master Swag.
I got a lot of other things that are dark. Jeff, that's a joke. She was walking right into that one. So
you ruined a very otherwise sweet moment.
Very
proud of you.
Yeah, you did.
Just saying, like what you guys said, that person is a complete retard. It's just like the word racist means nothing to these people. Grifter, literally, guys, grifter is what Eric said. Grifter literally means person's opinions I don't like, I'll call you a grifter. Even though this is literally just basic disagreement. If you just disagree, that's fine. But why do you have to say the word grifter? If you want to say cloud chaser, even I'll even take that one.
Grifter has
just
become
nothing.
It's become
well, by definition,
buzzword.
This guy is a clout chaser because he's chasing Gary's clout, be it in a negative way, to get clout for thyself. And the usual fucking, I mean, God, his whole thing is full of nothing but the usual idiots supporting it that are just the Comicsgate, the EVS, Eric July. Like I posted in support of Gary, I just put the picture of me giving him my vest at the second meetup that I went to. I had like this metal punk rock vest. I gave it to him because it reminded the one he had in high school. It was a cool moment. I was happy with it. So I reposted that. I'm getting all this like, you fucking Eric July fans, that black fucking talentless retard, blah, blah, blah. So you're supporting the thread that says Nerdrotic is racist. You're coming after me by attacking the black guy that I didn't fucking mention.
Oh, before we go, I want to just highlight the replies. Look before I do the final spiel. Kaida says, so moral high ground, you're on as you say you'll spit on someone for having a different opinion than you. Pronouns in the bio every time. Mm-hmm. You sound vaccinated, boosted, and jealous. Thank you for calling out Gary. I'm getting great views from this tweet.
That was going to be a Cobra.
Yeah, he's a real monster. Okay. How much did shit. Oh God.
Nice. Yes, Mags. Yes, Mags.
George the Giant Slayer.
Oh shit.
Homie.
I'm not gonna go over that one because that's a Jack Tard lad problem now. So to end this off, that guy's Mr. Grayson Minute Nerd News is a piece of shit. His mom should have swallowed. And I would imagine you have a 2-inch dick. That's just pretty much it. If anyone takes YouTube advice from this guy, you will have 10 subs and no likes in your videos. I'm saying people that talk like this have no idea how any of this really works. They're just talking out their ass. They're just mostly, they themselves are acting off of anger and rage, but they'll never understand it. So yes, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you're a returning viewer or new viewer, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also make sure to hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. Peace. Dang,
hey, Selena, you're a mod, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I'm not. I was, I guess.
The fuck, MSK?
MSK,
Nate, are you a mod? MSK can't do it for himself.
No,
I really was a mod. He took it away.
I'm not.
Anyway,
yeah, you used to be a mod.
I used to be a mod, but now I'm not.
I'm not a mod.
That's awesome.
I'm not a mod because the only way I have to talk in the comments is through my other account for some reason. So
what's going on? I can't see the chat.
Just ignore the person. Like you guys said something like
just kick them. Just kick them and be over with it.
Let me see if I'm on this. I forgot. I haven't even made this account that I'm on YouTube a mod. Can't do anything.
You're the most procrastinating son of a bitch I've ever met.
Why are you guys yelling at me? Do I have to pull Tiny out on you?
No.
So usually for you.
So what I would do is I wouldn't block them, but I would time them out because it'll piss them off even more.
He doesn't know how to mod. He doesn't know how to kick people. He doesn't know how to do anything, apparently.
I would just say ignore them, but what do I know?
Well, because that doesn't matter because the whole stream could get taken down. You could get your channel nuked again.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can get your channel nuked by someone.
Dumbass.
Someone says in your comments.
Yes, 100%.
Yes, you can. You can definitely lose it. Yeah.
Oh, I totally did not know that. Because I was going to say, as the only Jew here, and they're putting up mostly anti-Semitic shit, I don't care because they're an idiot and I don't have to listen to them.
Yeah,
as a 3% Jewish person, me too.
I know that. I'm talking more for the preservation of his channel. He should probably.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because I didn't know that I didn't know you could do that. I didn't even know you could. I just get in trouble for that.
I
would have muted them, but you took away my fucking thing.
I didn't take away anything. I didn't do anything. I haven't touched anything.
Why is my wrench gone then?
How do I know? What do I know about?
You're the only one that can do it, dumbass. How did you do?
I mean,
she took away my mod privileges.
It is.
We're literally sitting here trying to tell you what to do, and you're just like, duh.
All right, hold on. Wow, you guys pulling up some.
We're still live, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, we are.
A bunch of white people saying to a black person what they should do. That's pretty ironic. I'm just pointing out. Just saying.
Excuse me.
Is it ironic? Is that the right word?
To get taken down.
I'll remind you.
That's all we care about.
Only Tiny can boss me around with a whip.
Don't give me ideas.
Hello?
What happened to him?
I went and thought of things.
He disappears every once in a while. And when the stream ends, he will be gone. He does not sit and talk to people. He does not say thank you for being here. He does not interact with his friends. The minute the stream is over, he disappears.
You know me so well.
He disappeared because Tiny accidentally made him channel the spirit of his ancestors.
You mean the Planet of the Apes?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that fucked up? My bad.
I love black people.
So do I.
You better love us. You better love us.
I really don't. But
screw the chat. You're
large parts of my family are black. I love them too. Most of the
okay,
time.
well, Anon, who is the one, giving praise to a certain 40s dictator and having a good old time in the chat, which, hey, say whatever you want. It's fine. Nobody here's really getting offended. Just it could end up nuking your channel. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Did say one thing that's pretty funny. He said that you're giving closeted vibes. I don't know if anyone could argue.
No, I actually can't argue with that.
How can he have closeted vibes? He doesn't have a closet.
I have a closet. It's right there. Oh my god!
And make Selena a mod again, you dumbass. How the hell did that? How the hell did that happen?
Gay and poor.
I didn't take it away.
Bad combination.
No, you're the only one that could have done it.
Why are you yelling at me?
Nobody's yelling at you.
Because you're the only one that could have taken him away.
God, white people? You're supposed to talk calm and smooth.
Fuck you. We are your adopted white parents, young man. We took you to Las Vegas and bought you a nice chicken sandwich at some point. So you'll show us the respect we deserve.
God.
I give you an air fryer and a laundry basket.
We bought you IHOP. Or not IHOP.
We bought you IHOP.
Blueberry Hill.
This never happened. It's just like
it did
never
too.
happened at all. We did? I don't remember anything right now.
He's like Dory. He's got short-term memory loss, guys.
Oh, you have Joe Biden disease too?
Yeah.
I love Toasty.
Joe Biden wasn't wrong. I'm not sending my white kid to a black neighborhood. Got me.
Selena goes to his house to give him some encouragement. He opens the door and she's just like, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Actually, I use that.
No, actually, MSK, that was pretty fun. We were having the political talk and he brought up that, Joe Biden said he didn't want his kids going to a school that's a racial drum goal. That's pretty based.
I'm just saying, if you look at it, would you want to send your kids to like a bad neighborhood school? I wouldn't. I don't think that's the worst thing he said.
A bad neighborhood, no, but I mean a racial drum goal.
No. The way he said it is bad. I agree. The way he said it was bad, but the intention behind it, I could understand some of it at least. Like I'm not saying
Nate's gone. You just nuked Nate.
Nate's like, fuck this.
You were not making a compelling case.
That might be the only thing he's ever said I'd agree with. Just a little bit. Like I get where he's coming from.
Oh, my face hurts.
It's crazy that a Democratic white guy said that. It's just
it's really not if you know your history. The Democrats are the racist ones. They always
are.
They still are.
No.
They never.
They're calling for segregation. They just gave it a different name.
The right are full of hate and anger, like that
Exactly.
one white lady said today on Twitter. I'm supposed to believe her because it's Twitter, right?
Oh, I made a post on Twitter about like how racist and fucked up the left is. So
Nice.
Put it in the private chat. I don't even think I'm following you. So
I'll
Throw it
put it
in
in the
there.
private chat. That way I can go and dislike it and post memes of Joe Biden.
hold up. You know what? I'll give me a second.
God, man.
Give me a second.
No. We had a great video. I can clip that out and use that.
Hopefully your channel
maybe
doesn't
15
get
minutes of the whole thing.
No, it was great. No, it was great. I just, wanted us to not be here all night. So I just certain parts had to get sped up just a little bit, but everything was fine. Selena said so much. She came back just like my dad.
It's in the private
She is
chat.
like hanging on by a thread this long.
I mean, she
Selena,
did.
go to bed. Get some
I mean,
sleep.
she did do 3 hours and 25 minutes of straw the other night, so she's pretty strong.
Go to bed, Selena. God.
Me? Was I part of Strahd? What?
No, Tiny. My bad.
Oh, I'm like, what?
You're all the same at this point.
You know what?
Great
You know what?
together.
Fuck Selena.
He
I'm
calls me
tired.
Tiny. He calls me Tiny.
No. I had
Yeah,
Tiny
you-
on my mind, and then somehow you were on my mind, and I just got you both mixed up. I'm sorry.
Ow! I just
What
got
am
a
I
headache.
doing in your
You're
mind?
always on my
mind.
What am I doing in your mind?
I got murder on
nothing.
my
Oh God!
mind.
Don't ask him that. Don't red flag. No, abort
Red flag.
now. Abort now. Don't.
Abort, red flag and black. Abort
No,
black
no
people
more.
in the same sentence. That is not good. The
God
most
damn it.
aborted babies are black.
And the
Oh,
screen love-
Tiny. Is that you? Is that like your other account, Jessica? Is that
Yeah,
you?
I've been trying to. For some reason, like Streamlabs will not allow my Tiny but Fierce account in, but it allows my other account in. So I've been talking to
weird.
people.
So
it's annoying the shit out of me.
you know what's funny? So your name is Jessica Cunningham. My other account, my second account, is called Genitalia Rainbow Fart.
Genitalia rainbow fart.
That is an interesting different account.
That works. Good job. I like it.
Thor's like me right now, just tired.
We're all tired. End the stream, love.
Oh, yes.
Wow, you didn't notice that you didn't end the stream?
I want to end the stream. We didn't do any out. Why are we in the stream? Iron said 11:30. We have 2 minutes, but it's okay. We can use the time for outros. Oh my God! Fuck my ass, guys. All right, so Tiny, not Tiny. Fucking hell, Selena. We'll start with you.
Now he's doing it.
Why is Tiny in my mind? Get out of my mind, you crazy Jewish woman. Holy shit.
Tiny's like, she's like beaming herself into her head. She's like, yes, I'm corrupting you
It's like
all.
Madam Web or some shit in her chair, just making us go to different multiverses where she just exists as every character.
She's like, yes, bow
Actually,
before your
Tiny,
Lord.
a comic book accurate Madam Web would be a pretty dope cosplay. I'm just gonna
Her
say.
mom could pull it off. Her mom would definitely pull it off.
Except
That's
Madam was supposed to be in
actually-
the wheelchair, so that would be me.
Yeah, I was
No,
like,
just with the
she's in a
sun.
wheelchair, so she
You don't have to be like the 90-year-old Madam Web. Just have a gray wig and the circular sunglasses.
circular
young
glasses.
Madam
Yeah.
Web. Young
And
Madam
the
and
red suit.
the
Yeah.
put some shit on your wheelchair to make it look all fucking Spider-Verse-y.
Yep.
Like from the 90s cartoon Madam Web.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
I know
go
what you're talking about. Like, that's definitely a thought. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Famously voiced
That would
by
be so
Stan
much
Lee's
fun.
wife.
I've never
And?
cosplayed.
Well, I do cosplay, but I do some legit cosplay, but I also do a lot of original characters because that's fun. Like I have one that I call the Abomination that looks like a mix it has a tail and it has these daily boppers, so it's a mix between a Fraggle and a My Little Pony.
Nice.
Sounds
Hell yeah.
horrifying.
It's fun.
I said hell yeah because my brain is fried. All right, Selena, what you got planned coming up beside taking care of Thor? And
Why'd you hesitate?
Thor's crazy. I don't want to wake that little thing up. When he wakes up, I don't think that guy even goes to sleep. Does he even know what bed is?
He's a Frenchie. He's got a lot of energy and he's
Sleeps
got a
all the
lot of
goddamn
love to
time.
give.
You got the dog with a lot of energy. What about the dog that just kind of sits there and looks at you like you're stupid and you feed them? What about those dogs?
I don't want those dogs. I want him.
God. Just
How dare her want a dog with character, right?
Right?
I don't. They're kind of just there to look at you and protect you if the
Oh
white
my
guy attacks you.
god.
Fuck off. When I brought Thor to the bar at that night, you
Yeah,
were
you
gushing
loved
over him just
him.
like everybody else.
He
Oh,
looked
look
like
at him.
he
He's
a
so
black
little.
guy.
He's so much more cuter. Oh,
He never seen black guys before. He was running.
He never saw.
He was just freaked out over all of the
You
people.
can't. Well, you
not
really
just
can't
the
see. They
black
see in
ones.
black and white. So I mean, they technically don't see color.
That's a myth. They can see
That is
color.
a
They really can see
total
color.
myth.
I honestly didn't know that. Honestly. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
that's
huh.
completely false.
I
still
every day.
I still need to get a Shiba Inu.
Fuck off.
Yes, you do.
All right, Selena, you got anything planned coming up?
I'm supposed to do a review video at some point with you. I'm gonna try to get my channel started this month if I ever have time. I feel like I never have time. Shut up.
She's gonna send you to the sunken place, MSK.
Shadow Realm.
And then, of course, you can see me on the weekly Rogues Gallery on Fridays. On
You guys got race swap this
at
week, actually.
5:30. Well, not race swap.
You got literally gender and race swap this week. What the hell? But yes, Selena, we'll start a channel eventually, whenever, at some point in this lifetime.
I will. It's this month. I swear. I'm working on it.
That's when I said I'd be married.
True.
Toasty, what you got planned coming up?
So this Friday coming up, I should be able to do my all-female based female podcast. Hopefully,
I can come.
You're not a female.
You could be okay. So we could have guests that are men too as well, but it's gonna be mainly.
No, I want to be a base female.
We're gonna be like the non. Should I say it? I don't want to get your channel. Never mind. I was gonna say special needs. The non-special needs the view.
Oh God. Oh, okay. All right. I could be a woman these days. I can just put on.
I mean, you could identify as one. You're fine. But even as a guy, you know, I'll take guy guests too.
Yeah, I have my time of the month, like all you guys do too.
Doesn't have to be women, but it's gonna be mainly women. Oh, you know, but it's gonna be fun. Yeah. So
Nate, it only happens once a month. You're fine.
You were fucking weird.
Okay. Tiny, what you have coming up aside trying to see me every 2 weeks for your fun and then leaving me just like my
Again,
dad?
weird.
Again.
Oh wait, I didn't tell the time. It's gonna be 9 p.m. East on Friday.
Okay. Awesome. I'll be there.
So I am generally here Tuesdays and Saturdays. Some Tuesdays in the next few months I won't be here because I have a treatment that leaves me mostly unconscious. Wednesdays I'm on with the Common Nerd for Winding Down Wednesdays. Monday, tomorrow, I will be on with Devil's Angels watching The Gods Must Be Crazy, and it should be a lot of fun. Friday Night Thigh Highs, and I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't remember off the top of my head. There's just too much.
I have
and yes, every other Saturday I do D&D with Nate, of course.
I was about to say, I'm about to give you a hint, son. You better listen.
Hey, I got thick thighs too.
I'm honestly like I'm having so much
Thick
fun
thighs
on
save
everybody's
lives.
streams. I just it's starting to be a lot.
It's okay. I would say I appreciate you, but then I would be telling the truth. Wait a minute. That came out wrong.
Yeah. You. Wow.
My brain is fried.
Is that
all right, Nate? Tell us what you got.
Nate, tell us what you got.
I'm actually kind of ashamed. That's how MSK feels about his friends. That's kind of fucked up.
I generally hate all you clown chasing fucks.
No, but me. Got some movie reviews I'm working on. Like Tiny said, every other Tuesday is Curse of Strahd live on my channel. Episode 4 is going to be coming up in 12
Saturday,
days.
not Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah, that just shows you how tired I am. Every other Saturday is Curse of Strahd. There you go. But yeah, that's kind of all that's going on with me. I will be on the weekly Rogues Gallery this upcoming Friday with Iron. I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully.
And I am.
No, not you. They might not be there. They might get race swapped again.
We lost our power.
Anyway, that's all that's going on with me. Iron, what's going on with you, my friend?
Yes. Good.
I was just gonna wait because this is normally the part where he cuts me off. So
Why?
all right. every Friday at 5:30 p.m. PST. You can find the weekly Rogues Gallery over on my channel. We were not, well, the show went on. I was not there. Selena was not there because we had a fucking power outage. We
It was a
were,
good show.
luckily, this is why you have co-hosts, producers, and friends that can take over in just such an emergency. I knew that would get you.
I'm not going down this road at the last.
I know.
Nope,
Fucking
not doing it.
You
are
are
Oh my
coping,
god.
coping and seething.
Nope.
So,
You just
gonna be hopefully this Sunday will be the premiere episode of Space Jockeys, just a fun show about sci-fi. No news or bullshit, just a trip down the member berries and looking at old TV, movies, anime, everything sci-fi related with myself and Diesel, and anyone else is welcome to attend if they like the topic. That even includes MSK. You can also find me on MSK's channel as often as he invites me, which is usually limited to Mondays and Fridays, but
Usually
if I have
never.
the time, usually never. If I have the time, any other time he asks, I will try to be available. Let's see. And I'm going to start a 1 hour a night solo stream, hopefully starting tomorrow, called Ironcast, just to talk about politics and bullshit, and with either myself alone or one other guest, depending on whoever wants to pop in. And that's it. Follow me on the shit. You know where how to find me. That's it.
Yeah.
on the
basically-
shitter. What?
What is
Oh
it?
yeah, Curse of Strahd.
Curse of
Fucking
Strahd.
dope.
That is
Curse of Strahd.
just
Fuck yeah,
delicious.
D&D. I'm all in it now. My
I just
dick
wanna
is
point
so
out
hard
really
up.
quickly that I had a power outage one time, and I told one of them to run the show, and they were like, "No, you shouldn't do it if you're not there." I'm not going down this road. My brain will actually fry off from all the stupidity. of
Yeah,
this.
and that person was me.
Yes, I said,
Dude, you were
guys-
asking. This is before I even ever streamed by myself, and you're asking me like I was just like I don't know what
There was
the
gonna
fuck
be
to do.
I'm not doing this tonight. Nope, I'm
I
not
hadn't
getting
even
gaslit by
started
the
my show
bullshit.
yet.
No, my brain is working perfectly all right tonight.
Liar.
You were so weird that night too.
I said, could you guys just do this for me? There was gonna be other people said you won't be alone. There's like 6 people that were gonna be there. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay.
Hey, Tiny, let's boo this man. Boo.
Totally fine. I'm just
You
gonna
know,
go
what, I'll take the L for that. I should,
you know what I'm gonna do?
knowing
Instead of
what I
being a
know
roast,
now, I could have stepped in.
I'm gonna go put myself in a gas chamber with mustard gas.
Whoa.
Stop.
Hey. Wow.
In Minecraft.
In
In
Minecraft,
Minecraft,
allegedly,
behind the
said by-
paywall.
behind a paywall, said by a hot, rich black guy with a 9-inch dick named MSK, who's rich, good-looking, and successful.
A
in
hot
real
rich man
life.
with no bed and nothing in his bedroom except a fan, a TV box, and a vacuum.
Fuck off, eat my ass, you piece of shit. So, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man podcast. You guys are awesome. I truly
Hi,
don't like-
Easy. No, it's not an open panel. He's about to leave. We're about
Yeah,
to like
I'm
wrap
as-
it up. Easy.
I'm
Sorry.
as open.
Awesome.
I'm as open as my wife, honestly. It's come first serve, billions and billions in her ass every night.
Skill issue.
Talking about like superheroes, comic stuff, movies and all
Talking
that.
about my sex life, me
Oh.
getting laid, and me being rich.
Things that never happen.
It never happened, and the only thing sexually
Never
you talk about
happened.
is that
We're going to
singularity.
record it and send
It-
it to you, you
only thing
weirdos.
You talk about is that singularity you call an asshole. It's
Dude.
just sucking everything in.
First of all, it was one bartender that I messed up with, and I'll never live this down. But all
No,
you
you
guys
won't.
are
No.
worthless cloud chasing. You guys are all worthless cloud chasing pieces of shit. And I truly hope you gain 1 sub a day. Just like
Oh.
Curse of
You
Strahd
never
is giving me
balls.
plenty of subs.
Wow.
YouTube curse me with 1 sub a day. That's just how it works. But no, in all seriousness, thank you to every single person that came out for the. Oh my god, my brain is gonna
End
explode.
it, my dear. End it.
All right, yes. So Tiny has to get a whip for that to make sure I'm punished. So
Bye,
thank you-
everybody.
Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the
Night,
Iron Man
everyone.
Podcast. We'll see you guys later. Have a great week. Hope you guys had a
Good
great weekend.
night.
We'll see you later. Goodbye.